All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I have been not streaming lately because the weather has been super bipolar here in Portland, where I live, and that really messes up with my sinuses and gives me like pseudo migraines. I didn't even work the last couple of days. It was so bad. So yeah, I've been out and just occasionally maybe playing Slay the Spire 2 in small doses where I can. Also, I definitely don't get as much viewership on this game because I think everybody's busy playing it more so than watching it. Plus, like, 1 million people are streaming it, so, you know, like, people don't want to spend their time just watching some Joe Schmo streaming Slay the Spire 2, but that's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna still do it. And, yeah. Anyway, let's get started. There's gonna be ads, but that's fine. I'm not gonna do a starting soon intro thing, because like I said, I don't get very many views on this, this game, so I'm not gonna bother. So I beat Ascension 3 off stream with the Silent. Been doing a lot of Necrobinder, but I kind of want to just evenly spread it out now. So we're gonna try Iron Lad, my old nemesis. He's the easiest character to play in the game, yet ironically, I get the worst luck with him. Like, I just never get defensive cards, and my offensive cards usually aren't good enough to back that up. Is there an early shop? Kinda. And there's 4 back-to-back elites. I could just go for it and be like, if I win, I win. If I die, I die. Just risk reward it. You know, I'm gonna do that. Fuck it. This is gonna be an experimental fuck it we ball run with the Iron Lad. If he dies, it just means that he was weak. Oh boy, slimed. They slimed me. Jerry, they slimed me. I got slimed. Oh boy. This is what I'm talking about. Anytime that they attack, I don't get any defensive cards. I even milled out a strike and I still got like all my strikes. Alright, this is gonna be helpful. Although I do need a damaging card. Honestly, uppercut is so good that I'm gonna take it over plating. Plating wears off. If plating didn't wear off, I'd be more inclined to get it, but... Okay, that's finally a good turn. Followed by no defense. I mean, I guess 1 defense is better than none. And I heal, so it's okay. What are we going for here? We're just gotta weaken vulnerable. You know what? Iron Wave tricks the game, right? Because the game only gives me attacks. This is an attack that lets me defend. So the game doesn't know, like, how to parse it and will give it to me. That's how my luck works. See? See what I'm talking about? Although it gave it to me on a turn when he's not attacking, but that's fine. Probably should have just used strikes. Okay, what do we got? I don't think this is gonna kill. Yeah, it's gonna do like 4 or 5 damage plus 5. Yeah. We're just gonna block this. Now we kill him. Whenever you gain block this turn, deal 5 damage to the enemy. Deals 2 additional damage. Bully is pretty fun if I lean in vulnerable, and I already have a vulnerable thing, so we could go for vulnerable strats. Yeah, let's do that. Oops, all strikes. This is why I don't play Iron Lad. People are like, oh, you can, like, win 99% of your, 99% of all games by just playing properly. And it's like, I know I'm not the best at this game. Could lean in on more vulnerable, but two costs. Having too many two costs kind of sucks. Yeah, I need block. People have not seen my luck. This game very much is about luck. If you get a bad hand, you get a bad hand. That's what it is. Now, yes, you can play the game with like 5 cards and just remove all your cards, and then you don't need luck. But that's a lot of work. I'm gonna take the egg. Ooh, Regal Pillow. Meal ticket also would be good. Nothing here really that plays vulnerable. I like Calamity. That one is really fun. Got a lot of gold to work with. Add a copy of the 3rd attack you play each turn in your hand. Juggling and Calamity would actually go really hard, and I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna get... Well, maybe I shouldn't get Panache. Well, you know what? We have the money for it. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try that. And we'll get... Remove a strike. Okay, now where are we going? We're going the path of death, so I'm just gonna heal up. This is a 100% fuck it, we ball run. Oh, I should have defended first. Oops. Suboptimal gameplay. Okay, well this just gives me the same. Oh, I cannot get additional energy. That was pointless. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna rage, we're gonna attack, we're gonna attack again. Okay. We're gonna do that. There we go. Panache, juggling, and we're gonna bash him. We're getting a lot of perfected strikes, actually. That's gonna make the perfected strikes do a lot of damage. Yeah. Yeah, getting nothing but perfected strikes actually kind of works. Get another rage. Why not? Alright, that was not the greatest, but this guy's a lot easier. Poop noises. Okay, we're gonna Calamity. That'll give me money. Or not money, block. Okay, this is perfect. Do that. We're just gonna nuke this one. I love infections. See if we can kill this one. Nice. Alright. And he's dead. Double their vulnerable. Alright, vulnerable strats. Getting somewhere. Wow. That kind of sucks. I guess we can use the Molten Fist now. Panache with Gremlin Horn is actually going to be pretty nice. Yeah, definitely nice. Okay, let's do Calamity. Brand or stone armor? I mean, brand is getting strength is pretty nice at the cost of 1 HP, and we can exhaust a card. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be good to get rid of some of those curses in my deck. Alright, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. Don't want to go Calamity here. I probably shouldn't. Well, 18. Yeah, we're gonna use this now. We still got one more elite to go after this, so I'm probably fucked. As I expected. We're gonna exhaust the egg. Really? One short? Okay, I should have used that sooner. That was a misplay. That was on me. Alright, we're definitely not... Dust all non-attack cards in your hand. They really want me to play exhaust strats now. I wasn't really going for that. I was trying to go for vulnerable strats. Wasn't really getting there though. Beanfire is really good. I mean, it's a one-time use thing. I'm definitely gonna die if I go this way, but you know what? I said fuck it, we ball. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. I mean, that could work. We'll apply vulnerable. Get some more. Actually, you know what? This is huge. This is gonna save my ass a little bit. Probably not for this guy, but oh, it's this guy again. Well, this guy's not too bad. We're gonna do that. You know what? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and that'll give me another attack. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. $37, eh? There we go. We did it. I really don't have any space to lose HP right now. I think because I create attacks, I really don't have no business. Unless it gives, directly gives, you know, vulnerable stuff, I'm not gonna go for it. I'll throw some weak on him. We're gonna... You know what, we're gonna do this for now. Although I don't have very much stuff that exhausts right now. I'm gonna save that to double the vulnerable later. If I can't upgrade Bash to that one upgrade, like, that'll be really nice. Yeah, this guy's just gonna keep snowballing. That may have been a mistake. We have Rage on, and we can stun him. Okay. Well, I have to block this. Or I can use Brand to get some strength, but I lose HP for that, so that's, yeah. I was doing 17. Okay, I guess we gotta do it now. We're gonna clutch this out. Doesn't look like it. Got oops all defends on a turn when he's not attacking. Yep. We lost this one, but you know what? I'm gonna save Scum just this once to see what happens if I do Calamity, because I was like shooting myself in the foot not playing Calamity, and I knew it. Let's just do this. We're gonna do that. Because yeah, Feel No Pain doesn't really give me much. We're gonna Headbutt, and we're gonna put Juggling back on. What's up, Ghosty? How you doing? Okay, we're gonna exhaust this. Okay, 150 is all we gotta do on him. Double that vulnerable. Doing all right. I'm doing okay too. He's gonna do 15. I'm gonna do 25. This is gonna do 22. $12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 48. That's just barely enough to not kill. Although it's gonna summon another attack. So you know what? We're gonna go for it. This is do or die. Hell yeah, that was clutch. Alright, we're just gonna say that I technically beat him because I was thinking I should do Calamity anyway. Like Demon Form is just something you always should go for. It's just a really good card for scaling. Scaling attack, and I have nothing that scales strength right now. So yeah, we're gonna get Demon Form. Enchant all strikes. 0 cost strikes is actually gonna be huge because you know, because of my Calamity, it's gonna make them 0 cost, and then they'll summon more strikes, and that'll also work with Panache. So yeah, that's a good one. No, Act 2 elites are like the son of Satan and the worst thing in the game. They are harder than bosses in my opinion. So I don't know if I want to go for them, but this path seems a little enticing. I don't have a whole lot of money though, is the only problem. None of the other shops look amazing. I guess we could go for that shop. This path right here would be deadly and treacherous. We could go here. Just the shop will mostly just be so I can avoid an encounter. Because my deck is already looking pretty good. And then we can go this way. And that'll be the real shop that I actually go to. And then we can, you know, split off if we feel like we're dying here. I don't have any way to really deal with, like, small guy. Oh, no, I have Panache. Panache, I think, is good enough. We're going to add an extra colorless card just so I can... just so I can trigger Panache. Kill that guy. Oh, shit. Well, that was a bad time to draw Demon Form, but Demon Form doesn't really matter for these guys. All I can do is 9 damage. Alright, let's see. We're gonna... We're gonna 9 on that guy, and then we'll just do that. Draw 2 cards. Honestly, this will give me block with the thing, so yeah, we'll kind of lean into some exhaust strats, because with me adding so many attacks to my deck, that'll actually be good. 41 gold. Yeah, you know, I'll take the gold. And then we can... I really need to turn this into a burb. An additional time. Offering's pretty good. I do like me offering with panache. You know what? We're gonna buy that. I said I wasn't gonna buy anything from the shop, but when you see a rare card like that, you take it. We're not gonna jump a battle yet. It has a habit of exhausting my good cards. That would have been a good turn for panache if I had it. I'm gonna do that. There's panache. I am losing a lot of HP. I'm not getting like any blocks. Part of that is my own fault. Exhausted a card this turn. That'll be really good. This is also good with exhaust. Whenever you play vulnerable, draw 1 card. I think I like that one actually, because we have a lot of vulnerable. That's terrible. Lasting Candy. Every other combat, you're getting an additional power. I like Sparkling Roche better than Venerable Tea Set. Where are we going again? Yeah, we're going into that. Although, because I don't have any money now, I think we're actually gonna go this route. And then I can make the burb. I think that's a good path. So yeah, let's heal up for now. Oh, this one. You know what? We'll just go with Chaos. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 block. Hey, I play a lot of attacks. That's actually huge. Alright. This run is officially in motion. The fuck it we ball strat worked. Can't believe it. We don't have panache, so there's no point in that. Yeah, like knowing my luck, if I use this right now, it's gonna exhaust Feel No Pain, so there's no point. Let's get Demon Form in there. We'll do Uppercut. And then we'll do Bully. That works. Having Calamity would be really nice, but that's alright. I need to get more energy. That's the next thing I gotta do. And then we make a duplicate of that, and he's dead. I'm not gonna take any more attacks. Alright, and we're back up to full thanks to Eternal Feather. Let's do that. I don't like that I have no attacks though. Okay, weak on this is actually going to be a lot better than Iron Wave. You know what, we're going to do that. More strength means we can kill this guy faster. And I'm going to do this. I really don't like this guy. He needs to die ASAP. Otherwise, I'm just going to get muddled with... I'm just going to get muddled with dazed and die. But, hey, if I can get Feel No Pain going... He's almost dead anyway. I don't need Feel No Pain. Yep, he's dead. Start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. That sounds good considering I play attacks. You know what? We're going to do that. I have a lot of synergy with attacks right now. This fight is so annoying. This guy just keeps buffing this fucker, and it's like... you can't do anything about it. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna grab... this. That's what I was hoping for. We're gonna do that. Get another rage. And then bully, I was hoping would kill it, but it didn't. That's fine. We got plenty of block. He's gonna die at the end of the next turn. There we go. Like I said, I don't really want to get more stuff. We should probably get True Grit. Inflame's nice, but I already have Demon Form. And I also have another way of getting strength. Or is Feel No Pain? Probably, what does this do? Innate. Okay, this makes this innate. I think that's good. Innate powers are always worth investing in. You know, we actually are going to go for this now. Yeah, that was a good first turn. Oh, it's going to exhaust the Frantic Escape system. Yep, see? That's what I'm talking about. It fucking exhausted Feel No Pain. This is my luck. This is why I don't do that shit, usually. Alright, we're going to double that. We're going to bully, which will do a lot of damage. And then we're just going to do that. Do more damage to him before he can do damage to me. And you know what? We're going to throw some weak at him, too. Alright, we're going to Frantic Escape. Probably should have Demon Form, but Frantic Escape's more important, honestly. Honestly, Grapple would actually have been pretty decent since I gain block from every attack, but that's alright. Yeah, he's dead. 100%. What's doing passive damage to him? Oh, it's Panache. Right. It's Panache. Duh. First time you gain block from a card, double the amount gained. Each turn. Okay. But I could also transform all attacks in my hand into a giant rock. Nah, we need a way to scale block, and that's a good way to do it. Choose 3 attacks in your deck to double the damage. Add a random attack in your hand that's free to play. This one is huge. I'm actually going to get that one. The double one would be great for, like, Fiend Fire, well, maybe not for Fiend Fire because it wouldn't exhaust. It would be good for Bird Swoop and Bully. It would have been good for those, but zero cost cards are amazing for this. It's like zero cost attacks are synergize amazingly with this deck, so I think we're just gonna keep on keeping on with that. All right, let's see. Yeah, we could fuck it with ball again. It's been working for me so far, but this is Act 3, which is tough. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I didn't play that the best. I should have used other stuff probably. That's all right. Just have to live with that sin. Okay. Deals 3 damage for each additional card in your exhaust pile. Okay, let's go for this one. We're gonna exhaust Fiend Fire. Nice as that of a card as that is. Do Spite on him. Set out a strike. 12 damage. Yeah, we can't exactly kill him. Just do that. Unless I got lucky with a 1-cost card. Okay. Armament's pretty damn good with how many cards I'm getting. Downgrade and upgrade or duplicate. Yeah, we'll downgrade and upgrade. Yeah, downgrading armaments kind of sucks, but that's alright. We can always upgrade it later. This would be really good with if I got Whirlwind, because it would be 0 cost, but it would still do 2. Stampede is also really good. You can only get one or the other. This is also really cheap. You know, I'm gonna get that, and then we're gonna get Mind Blast. Just have a really good damaging card innately. I'm gonna gain 2 strength for this guy, because I don't like this guy. Damn, I can't put vulnerable on him starting out. Okay, we're gonna do Rage. This is 0 cost, but just gonna do that. I want to play Demon Form, but this guy honestly scales way harder than I do, so I don't want to. Goodbye, Demon Form. He's dead this turn anyway. I'm not going for block, but Barricade might actually be pretty sick if I can get it. I think the problem is that I don't have. I'm like spreading my deck too thin now, and I also have like a couple high cost cards to where it's hard to play these. But if I can get Barricade set up, that'll be really good. Because block is an issue for me. We have the Queen. Honestly, I don't want to fuck it with ball. I want to just survive. I think I've got a good deck, and I've got good enough relics. Look at that. That's pretty big. I'm just gonna focus on getting blocked this turn. That's already gone. I did not exhaust an attack this turn. I do have Calamity. Everything has the stuff on it. And then, yeah, we're just gonna do that. Apply one vulnerable again, one strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. That's pretty good for only vulnerable. I'm getting way too many cards, but that's okay. Since I play so many cards, this might actually be a good thing to have. Does it make it 2 cost? Yeah, okay. Making stuff 2 cost is good. You know what? I'm at high enough HP. I'm gonna go for this. We can block double the amount gained. Yeah, you know, we're just gonna do that. I don't like this guy. We're gonna throw thorns on myself. Barricade would be really nice right about now. There's Barricade. So there we go. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice setup here. 1-2 punch. Or block invulnerable. Or make an innate juggling. Honestly, all 3 of these are good for my deck currently. It's a shame. Honestly, I wish this made it a 0 cost. If this made it a 0 cost, this would be so good for my deck. And that is innate. I already have a couple of innate cards though, so I don't know if I want to muddle my whole starting hand with that. It's between these two. Honestly, I need more block. I'm going for like block vulnerable exhaust strats. It's kind of silly. Demon form right off the rip. Don't mind if I do. I'm just gonna do that. I probably should have used flex potion if I was smart. That's all right. I'll save it. Ooh, I got Bully back. We don't need to use that. Let's upgrade this. Angry. Just gonna use a potion to bludgeon him. We could fuck it with ball. Honestly, I did really well on that elite, and I'm not losing any HP. I could do it. But honestly, the queen scares me. I don't want to play safe. We're doing good. I don't want to ruin a good thing. Now here's the thing with my strat. Queen is gonna fuck it up because I guess I can generate more attacks, which will be fine. We're gonna make this a 2 cost because yeah, I don't have any extra energy right now, so that's kind of a problem. All right, well, we got first turn barricade, which is huge. I didn't exhaust a card. Just gonna do that. Oh, there goes demon form. You know what? It's fine. We got 2 bullies. Doing a lot of damage. Probably should have used. Oh, well. That's alright. There goes my panache. Honestly, I don't even need offering. I'm just gonna keep my HP intact. Yeah, we're doing great. And now we have a full deck. I'm not getting any more cards. Unless it's like an amazing card that I can't do without. We're gonna go for the guy doing 14 damage. And we're just gonna nuke him. Yeah, okay, we have really good block scaling, we got decent strike scaling, and yeah. Everything is as it should be. That'll only be 30 damage. I'm not gonna kill, but we'll kill him next round. Four damage, body slam. Another feel no pain. Yeah, okay, I'm taking that. Alright, what do we upgrade? This a 1 cost. We could get more block from rage. Make this innate. Yeah, I think this will be good because she likes to eliminate your ability to do any damage. We're gonna do this. First, we're gonna give ourselves some strength. Gonna set that up. Just gonna do that. People were telling me to kill the queen first because then this thing isn't as much of a problem as she would be. And with how much damage I'm doing, honestly, it's probably better doing it that way anyway. Yeah, I can only put 1 of these. Of course, we're gonna do offering. Okay, that was not the card I wanted to get rid of. You are mine. We're definitely going barricade. Let's go panache first. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, this'll be pretty nice. Oh, I didn't realize that was chain. Honestly, this chain's kind of subtle. It's hard to look like when you're just glancing over. Shit. Well, you know what? We can hope that Fiendfire gets played. Yeah. Oh, it didn't actually exhaust anything. What the hell? It doesn't work as intended. Hopefully that's a bug. I could really use Calamity. Calamity got bottom decked, which really sucks. I think I'm just gonna kill this guy now. Because he's starting to hurt. Oh, it's because I'm chained, that's why. It doesn't play the ones that are chained, that's dumb. Okay, there's Calamity. A little too late, but that's alright. We're gonna do 16 times 3, holy shit. Yeah, I might be dead. Yeah, this guy needs to die. Whoever said that you kill her first does not know how to play the game. I think I have the lethal on him. Yeah, I definitely have the lethal. I 100% have the lethal. We're gonna grab that. Man, I don't want to have to waste bludgeon on. Well, no, it's not gonna be wasted. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that to kill him. There we go. And now she's getting mad at me. But we have a lot of block now. We don't have a lot of vulnerable, but we have some. Okay, we're gonna bring back expect a fight. Okay, I think we got this. I don't want to jinx it, but oh yeah, we definitely got this. So we're gonna do this, and I think that'll just kill, almost kill. Each attack played this turn. Well, we're gonna do that, and then we do that, and that'll just give me some extra block and use panache. Nice, damn, that run was really good. Probably the best run I've had yet with Iron Lad. I pity you. Kill. Turn to the bottom, Ironclad. Zap. What a jerk this guy is. Like, for all the effort we've gotten to get to him, he just, like, zaps us. I guess we're the ones who are attacking him first. If we just sat there and talked with him and reasoned with him, he might not zap us. But I think everybody has a bone to pick with that Architect guy. I honestly think he's going to be one of the next playable characters. Like, we're going to get some new mode that we can, like, get through. And then we beat him, and then he'll become playable. They'll have some like, mode where he's gonna basically be like tearing through the Spire to get back to the top, maybe like a prequel or something of how he got up there. I could see that being a thing. Though it wouldn't make much sense for him to be playable in multiplayer at that point, but I mean, multiplayer is just fun. It's not supposed to be tied to the lore. Alright. Now we just got the defect, which honestly, the defect is pretty good in this game. I like him a lot better in this game than in Slay the Spire 1. Upgrade one of your strikes and one of your defense. Okay, so one thing that was really nice in the board game that I wish they had implemented in this. In the board game, when you upgrade a strike with this character, it makes them 0 cost. I think that would have been... I would take these as 0 cost over 9 damage any day as an upgrade, because it synergizes with his 0 cost stuff. And it makes it more worth using, because a lot of times you don't really care to use strikes with this character. He's better doing his, you know, zappy zap setup stuff. So I wish they had adopted that from the board game. Also, if you upgrade a defend, it lets you give block to another player instead of yourself. I think that would be a good upgrade for multiplayer in upgrading defense. And hopefully they implement that. Because being able to give block to another player is obviously sometimes very important when they don't have any block that round. Which happens a lot when I play multiplayer. It's like, oh, I got all the block. I didn't. The guy who gets all the block should be able to, like, distribute some of that. That would encourage, you know, more cooperation. I think we just get greed. Greed's usually a fair play. Yeah, we can go this route. And then bonfire, elite, and then if we're like super healthy by that point, which usually never happens, we can fight another elite. And then fish. So yeah, I think that's the way to go. Uh, 4-8. Ah. There we go. Early capacitor. I never really liked early capacitor because, yeah, but Null weak is good starting out, and dark gives me a decent damaging card. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Grade 2 random cards. Hey, we upgraded Null. Off to a good start. Usually that means things are bad. If you lost HP during the previous trigger, this one is really good. Hidden Gem is also busted, but I can't get both. I think we're gonna get Dex. We could just go for like strats to get all things. We could also... No, I don't have enough for this. I'm a few short, which really sucks. These two would go really well together. I could go for status setups, but I don't have any of that in my deck yet. Unless I went for boost away. I think I'm going to go with refract. And you know what? We're going to go for boost away too, so we can keep that on the back burner in case we run into the power again. Alright, I guess we're getting 2 dazed. Yeah, we can knock him out. There we go. Focus, more dazed, or loop. I think we'll go loop. Since we're leaning in on a lot of stuff. More greed? I do like more money. There is no shop up here, though. Unless, like, a question mark gives it to me. But you know what? Fuck it. More greed. Greed's what makes the world go round, unfortunately. We can just nuke this guy. And the glass will take him out, mostly. And we can just end the turn, and it'll kill him. Another refract? Ugh. The problem with this is if I muddle my deck with too many high-cost cards, then it's gonna be a problem. However, that means more chance for Hidden Gem giving it replay, which would be really nice. Focus would be really good with my deck. Man. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna play it safer and go for that. Yeah, we're gonna heal. These guys. Oh, that kind of sucks. I mean, that'll be good if I get glass, but... Alright, we're gonna do this turn, because I got no block. Gonna hit Mr. Buff. Mr. Buffin himself. Okay, Refract is gonna be helpful. Although I'm gonna take a lot of damage this turn, but it's worth it. Best defense is a good offense. Glass is gonna make short work of these guys, especially if I draw a dual cast. Nice. Okay, that replay on dual cast worked real well. 5 damage for each channeled orb. I do have a lot of channeled orbs. See, going for early more slots would have been good, except then I wouldn't have gotten the dark, and the dark is good. Getting a replay on that would also be insanely good. Okay, Tungsten Rod might actually go really well, and it's not. I was like, if it's the chicken... But wait, no, the chicken doesn't spawn in the ocean area. That's right. Okay, let's do that. Get some block. Okay, this is gonna replay twice. Although, do I want that? That'll basically channel 3 lightning. Yeah, it'll knock him down. We got another Knoll. Oh yeah, he's definitely dead. Alright, we're off to a good start. Reboot. Actually, you know what? Let's get boot sequence. I need more block. Refract's gonna be better here. We always go for the damp guy. He scales a lot better than this guy. Well, this guy starts off scarier, but he quickly becomes a problem. Let's see, 4, 8. I should probably just go for this one, because 4, 8, 12, yeah. Gain 2 focus this turn. Hotfix, pretty good. Now I just need orb slots. Okay, defend kind of sucky, but I mean, it's something. Still gives me a lot of block that turn. Okay, that's 9, 17, we got block for it. I always go for the one that's not attacking, because then they're gonna attack this turn, and that sets up. I should preface what I said before with I go for what's debuffing if I can't kill it that turn. If I can kill it that turn, I go for the one that's attacking, obviously. Channel X like words. Channel X lightning, and it doesn't exhaust anymore. That's insane. Is it X+1, I'm guessing, when I upgrade it? Yeah. Alright. Max HP. This card gains retain, or 2 cards gain retain. What would benefit from retain? I guess Refract would be good as a retain card, because then I can just hold on to it. Tempest would also be good with retain. You know what? I have a lot of gold. Max HP is amazing, but this is also amazing. We're gonna retain these two. That way I can spend them at my leisure when I need them. Honestly, I have so much damage, I'm tempted to just upgrade a card, because I think I can make this with this. It might be a risk, but... yeah, let's do it. Wow, that was a terrible top deck. Both my grades. But I guess it gets them out of the way. Oof. Yeah, not off to a great start. I should probably get strength here for this fight. Got the replay. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, just a regular ass strike. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. Focus strike first probably would have been better, but nice, we got both of these on retain. This is gonna do 1 damage. Yeah. Dude, it's good to retain both of these. Wow, 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 wow. You know, I'm just gonna use this now. Yeah, I was right. My gut was right to not heal, because we're doing great. Channel lightning equal to lightning. Already channeled this combat. That's pretty good. Deal 11 damage to all enemies evoke your orbs is also very good. Genetic algorithm being a rare, I still don't believe, especially starting it off at 1 block. Like, they nerfed this card hard. Now if you can take the exhaust off this, it's actually really good. Channel lightning equal to lightning. Already channeled this combat. I do channel a lot of lightning now, but this card is just good and it doesn't exhaust, and I have a lot of orbs to evoke. This would be really good with glass, of course, is what it's meant for. This is better, I think, than this for like crowd control. So yeah, we're gonna get that. Dual cast into quad cast. Evoke your rightmost orb 4 times. Yeah, we're getting quad cast. And I think we can upgrade it to make it 0 cost. Yep. Where are the bonfires? Well, that kind of... honestly, I'm doing a lot of damage, but I don't want to be too overconfident in Act 2, because Act 2 sucks. And I know we're only on Ascension 3, so... might be able to do this. But I'm, like, locked into that. I guess I could go this path, but that's almost as hard. And I have a lot of money. What's this path? This path is not good if I want to fight elites. Yeah, this is probably the safest path. Branch off there if I don't want to spend money, but I kind of want to spend money, and if I if I take no damage from this elite, I might even go this route. We shall see. Okay, we're gonna do that. Ah, damn. Only I could play both of these at the same time. That's fine, he's dead anyway. Draw 1 card. When you create a status card, reduce this cost to 0 until played. I mean, I do create 1 status card in my deck right now. But honestly, this deck is already pretty good. Skim might be okay, but I don't have the energy for Skim to really be super worth it. I guess this will be a safety thing in case I get like a really bad hand. Enchant an attack with Corrupted. Well, this already is enchanted, unfortunately. I can't upgrade that. Could enchant this with corrupted though. 16 to all enemies. Or actually this one would be really good with corrupted because it does multi-hit. This one also is big damage, so corrupted would help it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And we'll work on it. Okay, yeah, Skim actually helped out there. Yeah, I need some block. Works enough. All right. Oh, damn, quadcast is actually going to be probably better than... Damn, okay. Replay quadcast is actually huge. Get another boost away. Yeah, we'll do that. Start kind of subclassing in that kind of thing. Now all I need is to get some frost and some energy. Can't kill any of them, and the toxic sucks. No block. 8, 16, 24, 32 is how much that would do. Yeah, that's worth it. I'm gonna take some damage, but that's okay. Tungsten Rod helps out a little bit. There's some frost. Shame they nerfed it a little bit though. It's not innate anymore. Okay, this guy fucking sucks. And I got no block. That kind of sucks. Okay, well that helps me a little bit. He's just never gonna stop attacking. Okay, let's do that. And then 9 twice. X plus 1 would be 4. That would give me 5 block. But if I used focus, it would give me a little more. Refract would definitely do more damage, but... I'd also use Skim so I don't die. You know what, we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna do 15 damage. That really sucks. Yeah, I don't want to hurt myself. $13 damage. 8, 16, 24, 32, yeah. Next power you play costs 0. That's pretty good. Let's channel another Frost. It's not an amazing card, and we're probably gonna die here. Yeah, I flew a little too close to the sun, but none of these paths are amazing. But hey, we started off with some good block at least. Okay, let's do... Fortunately, not doing enough damage to... Well, that's not true. Do that. Get some energy. Probably shouldn't do this. I probably should defend, because that's 2, 4, 10. I guess that'll also give me 10 block and do more damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'm gonna die. That's not even gonna do enough to break his defenses. Yeah, nothing I do here is gonna work. Yeah, I didn't get the best hands. Didn't get the best hands, and yeah, I knew that if I went a route with elites in Act 2, I was gonna die, because Act 2 elites are just fucking hard. Just the way they're built to snowball damage is, by that point in the run, typically too much for you to be able to handle. Unless you have like an insanely good run. I really hope they tone them down a little bit. And I'm not one to usually cry for nerfs in a game like this where I like challenges, but it genuinely feels unfair in Act 2. Especially in multiplayer, because in multiplayer the scaling is insane. I like rare cards. Well, all three of these are really good. Echo Form, not so much starting out. I need like more stuff for Echo Form to be worth it, but Echo Form is always really good. Super Critical would just be insanely good for everything. Ice Lance would be good if I want to start going for a ice deck. You know what? I haven't gone for an ice deck, so this will be an experimental run, and this is just a really good source of damage starting out. I don't have the energy for it is the only problem. So it's going to be a bit of a gambit. It'll give me a little block, though. I mean, it gives you 6 block, right? And if you have focus, it'll be more. So I don't like any of these paths. This kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. All these shops are in places where I don't want to go. I guess we can go... Yeah, you know what? Let's try this. We have an elite here. We can take another bonfire. We can take another bonfire into a shop, and then if we're feeling confident for a second elite, we can. And then we fight the Pog champ. See, he's got the Pog face, and now you can never unsee this. Got the big cheek. Got like the weird lumpy nose. Okay. Return the slab. See, you guys don't believe me when I say my luck is just atrocious. But like, what are the odds of getting all strikes and all your defense being bottom decked? And now forever in this fight, it's gonna be displaced, and I'm going to continue getting all strikes and all defends every other round. But hey, at least we got Ice Lance, so you know what, we're fine. On a turn when he's not attacking, no less. Oh, we got it again. I'm gonna go Capacitor here. That was a mistake not getting it the last time. Let's upgrade Ice Lance to do even more damage. Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna heal. That way I can upgrade a card on my deck. And this guy's already almost dead. But we didn't get any damage. But he'll be dead next turn. Alright, fusion. That's what I need. Okay. Kind of sucks I didn't get any strikes to... Normally you can, like, take this guy out right off the bat. I can almost murder this one. You know what? We're gonna do that, and we're gonna get some energy. We're gonna finish the job, because, yeah, that's too good of an opportunity not to take. Taking out the big dog first. Very nice. Yay, Ice Stick. Exactly, we got Ice Stick. Now this guy's dead. Early genetic algorithm's huge, actually. We're gonna upgrade that immediately. I don't even care what my other stuff is. I, for one, am a fan of cheese. I'm a Midwesterner. Fuck it. We're gonna do it. We got a good damaging card for this guy, and we got a source of block. That's a bad time to get both of those on the first turn, but that's alright. Genetic algorithm. We're gonna get capacitor. And we're just gonna block this out this turn. As bad as that is, since he snowballs damage. Let's get fusion. Gosh, this guy fucking sucks. Get fusion and dual cast that just to get some block. Alright, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Okay, and hopefully this next turn we can kill him. We cannot. But we're blocking most of it. That's okay. Yeah, that fight is always really scrappy with that guy. I should have known. Oh man, both of these are pretty good with... I mean, like... I don't have any powers, and white noise is pretty good. It could also give me the power that makes, like, ice do damage passively, which is what I'm looking for here. Don't tell the game that, though, otherwise it's never going to give it to me. I think the game already heard shit. Alright, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. And you know what, we're also gonna do that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Alright, now we're setting up with big block, big energy. And the lightning hit exactly where I wanted it to. It's amazing, they actually like buffed ice to make it viable in this game. Crazy. There's no point in doing dual cast here. Dead anyway. Each unique orb you have. Well, I have a lot of unique orbs, but this is also a good card. With the fusion though, I think Compile Driver is going to get more use. Okay, I wanted to hit the shop. In fact, I still am going to hit the shop. I don't know why I was deliberating that. As if I was going to hit this elite or something. Transform all status cards in your hand into fuel. Could get... I think I can afford all 3 of these. Maybe not. No, I can only afford... Wait, yeah, I can. The math is there. I could start subclassing into... Calamity really isn't that great for my deck. It would be good if I had a lot of 0 costs. Exhaust. Nah. Oh, I could also get slimed. Hang on. Let's do the math here. So 75 plus 72 is 147. Plus 49 is 206. So I wouldn't be able to get gunk up. In that case, let's get these 2. And we're gonna get gunk up since I have a good source of block. We're gonna subclass in statuses now that we have like good stuff. And honestly, it's probably gonna be, I think it's gonna be the stone guy. Because we already got the bird. It's either gonna be stone guy or the yeah, this guy. I'm fine with this guy. I always forget he exists because he's just not a threat. Okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna add some of that. And we don't really have a whole lot of statuses yet, so this wouldn't be as good. Loop might be worth it, but now we're gonna do buffer. Buffer's kind of a no-brainer with this guy. Although he does a lot of multi-hits. You create a status card, channel 1 random orb, okay. I'm just gonna throw this on top too. I don't want to take any damage from this fucker. Aw, damn it. I don't like infection. Worms are gross. Isn't it whenever you create a... Yeah, okay, it channeled a random orb, I see. Yeah, really, I didn't need to use the power. Oh, well, I guess that took away the buffer. Sure. Well, if I use Ice Lance, I'm gonna save myself. I'm gonna just kill this guy with Ice Lance. I probably had no business doing that because these guys throw more infections my way, and I probably should have killed him because I would have blocked everything from there, but that's fine. We're okay. These are statuses. Hell yeah. Fuck those infections. Ah, gross. That's fine. We got so much block, we don't know what to do with it. Okay, we're just gonna do that, and we're just gonna do that. Wait, why did I get health from that? Oh, that's max HP, right? The cheese. Cheese grommet, and creative AI is always worth getting, especially if you have energy. This guy fucking sucks. I don't care how much block I have. I am not going for it on this guy. Vulnerable doesn't really do as much. Vulnerable would be good with Ice Lance, I guess. But on this guy, yeah, I probably could have just opened with Vulnerable. Oh well. Oh, that's right. He has the stupid slippery stuff, so never mind. Well, we're gonna set up for that because I don't want to take damage from his big stabby thing that goes off screen. 4/8. Okay, we can block that one. Just gonna try to get rid of that slippery as fast as possible. In multiplayer, the amount of slippery he has is ridiculous. Like, scaling in this game, they really need to dial it back. Because The scaling is awful. I could triple my block, but yeah, I'm just gonna take the damage. I'm gonna take the buffer. Third turn again, block. That'll be good. Okay. I wonder if it counts if he creates a status. Another buffer. Can't really do a buffer with that though. Buffer would have been nice. Oh wait, they listened to me. Man, I had one more energy. Defrag. Alright, yeah. I probably could have upgraded at that bonfire. That's alright. Better safe than sorry. Oh, I should have just strike. I don't know why I blocked. Cheap viewers. Yeah, this person needs to be banned. Ban. Channel 1 glass, say less. Nice. Okay, this is really we've got a factory going now. A status factory. Nice. Didn't even take any damage from that. Okay, this would be great if I had a little more energy to work with. This one though. And your turn, evoke your your leftmost orb. With how many orbs I have and stuff, I think that one will be good. Sure you want to be fixed up? Beep. Well, if you're really certain. Ah, man, this would have been good with the thing. You know what? Let's do that. I don't like the idea of losing max HP unless well, I guess I gain 1 max HP every combat. So this might actually not be bad. As like a pinch thing. You know what? We're gonna do it because I do gain max HP every combat. So I can spend it like once per combat if I really need to. That's honestly a fair risk reward for what I'm doing. Like I said, Act 2 elites, even with this build, still really, really bad. And this build still requires a degree of setup, and if I don't get the right cards, I'm dead. But honestly, that's fine. I like giving things googly eyes. If I use this, let's do. Yeah, we didn't get any. There we go. Didn't get any block. Let's do buffer. Does that count as him getting confused? No, it should. You would think. Yeah, like here, don't need to play Brightest Swim. Because it's already dead. Maiwa mo shinderu. Free white noise. Or a charged battery. Yeah, I'm kind of regretting not going for Meteor Strike now. Okay, that's a good one to have. Still no block. That really sucks. Yeah, genetic algorithm's getting really good now. I can sort of understand why it's a rare card, because yeah, it does just give an absurd amount of block, but it's a one-time use thing. Like, I don't know. I still don't see why. That's a curse, not a status. Does give me more block though. Overclock is real good, especially since it's synergized with my status stuff. That's the card I'm looking for. This one is also insanely good. And you know what? Another gun card. We're starting to muddle our deck a bit, but that's okay. Okay, here's a situation where I might use Brightest Flame. And I still got no block. There's Ice Lance. Hey, those are statuses. Nice. That is a really good card to have. Just in general, even if I don't generate statuses, it's good for these kind of fights. Another creative AI? Nah, we're gonna go Consuming Shadow, but we might have Go Form's good. Alright, we're gonna do... I guess it's the same thing. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Exhaust a card next turn. Okay, so they changed that. Trigger all lightning or just get... Yeah, Glacier got nerfed, but it's still pretty good. Especially since I'm now synergizing more with Frost like I was originally planning. Okay, this guy sucks. We're just gonna do that because I get weaker with each thing that I do. We'll see if this is worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. I should have used the Shackling Potion that turn, damn it. I was saving it for a turn when that happened. That's fine, he's dead. You know what, fuck it. I forgot I had the tiny mailbox. I should have spent those potions. All enemies losing strength, though. Hang on a sec, my cat is meowing. He probably just wants me to, like, be in the same room as him for a second. stands in the hallway and like meows bloody murder like he's dying or something. But he just wants attention. He's just sitting there like, hey, don't pay attention to me. I'm in the hallway. I don't think he wants to be on me right now, though. Maybe he does. There he is. We got the cat cam. I would say I need to get a second camera for a cat cam, but he never is in one specific spot for too long, except for when it's on my lap, so. Man. There's no shop nearby. Okay, this is a good one. Let's get rid of... I already built a lot of focus, as nice as that is. Let's... what does this do? Draw 3 cards. 3 energy. You know what? We're gonna do that since I have reason to use that. Like, honestly, right now it might be worth doing, but yeah, we're gonna do it. It's really not a reason to draw right now, and I don't want to pull out a good card. Okay, Consuming Shadow. Get rid of those, glasses. Can't get rid of these glasses, though. They have to stay. Orb slot. There we go. Let's see. Might as well dual cast. Defend. Probably had the lethal, but that's alright. We certainly have the lethal now. Oh, they got tungsten rod, hell yeah. Adaptive strike's pretty good. Whenever you evoke lightning, deal 6. Do like adaptive strike, and with overclock, it's actually probably gonna be decent. You know, I'm just gonna top myself off. Man, I keep forgetting about that. We're gonna go for another one. I knew it was gonna be the centipede, but that's okay. We got a lot of good stuff. And I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do that as well. That's what I was hoping I was gonna get. Yeah, these centipedes ain't nothing. This deck is honestly like pretty insane. Because normally these guys are the fucking worst. I am gonna do this. Probably do Consuming Shadow, because yeah, these guys are about to die soon anyway. Let's see, 8, 22, 28. We're good. And Blast will kill. Ah, it's not gonna kill all of them though. This guy's gonna come back. Shit. I meant to. Oops, I did that wrong. Oh well. We're gonna. Do that. And this will. Let's see, these are gonna do 16 to all enemies. Yeah, they're dead. Channel a dark for each of your orb slots. That's pretty good. They have a lot of orb slots. Let's do lightning rod. We don't have a steady source of lightning. Really, 1 HP left? Alright, we're doing this. Should have used the Ice Lance. Because then it would have zapped these and potentially killed him. Oh well. Another consuming shadow. Yeah, that actually worked really well with that. And now it's gonna die. Get a boot sequence. Makes it 1 cost. Honestly, that might be worth going for. Or we make this a 2. Actually, I'm gonna make this a 2 cost. I gotta be careful not transforming these things, I just realized. Damn. I can either frantic escape. Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, let's not take more damage. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I want to do that, honestly. Although... yeah, you know what, we'll do it. Come on, frantic escapes. There's one. Not gonna transform that. Tempting as it is. Okay, now they're making it harder. Oof, no frantic escape. Yeah, I'm gonna use this now. I'm not dishing out enough damage like I want to. I'm gonna use, man, I got all my frantic escapes this turn. I have to fucking play one, but honestly, I'm gonna die soon anyway. If I don't dish out damage, this is tough. Oh, I do have some frantic escapes. I do have 2 more frantic escapes in my draw pile. You know what? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. I need to start dishing out some damage. Okay, good. We got a frantic escape. Now, it is expensive as fuck, but we can do it. Let's do that and that. Okay. I think we got this. We just have to bum rush him. Next turn he should be dead. Yes. Nice. It was a little dicey, but we got there. Shatter. Do I even have a Shatter in this deck? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Shatter will be really good. Alright, what do we got? Honestly, this thing is really good, especially with ice. If I'm in a situation where I'm just really fucked, I can do that. This one's also really good. And this one is really good. Honestly, all 3 of these are pretty good with my deck. Could make an argument for all of them. This I could make, you know, I could play lower cost cards and then the 5th one would be the higher cost one. Like that would be really good. They do play a lot of like 0 costs. So that would help. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Brilliant Scarf. I already have a lot of blocks, so this one wouldn't be as useful. Drawing extra cards would be great, but I don't have a lot of 0 cost, so I think this is the way to go. They have higher cost cards. And we got the Queen again. I don't really like any of these paths. Not having a bonfire before an elite really sucks, and there's only one path that does that. Every other path forces an elite before a bonfire. Unless I just wanted to like ride this path and pray that I don't get any encounters. It'd just be silly. You know, I think we are gonna go oops all question marks. And then we'll take the bonfire. A lot of them are probably gonna be encounters anyway. And then if I'm like really confident by this point, I can take another elite. But I'm doing decent right now. I don't know if I need relics. Yeah. Glacier and Hailstorm. Hailstorm. And now Adaptive Strike costs 0. Damn, this is actually gonna hurt. 39 damage. Good grief. Okay, good. The dark got him. I think I'm just gonna stop getting cards at this point, unless there's something that's like amazing. Blessing of the Forge, upgraded, uncommon. Rated common. Fish oil. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Synchronize and Tempest both would be pretty good. I don't have a lot of Thunder in my deck, but yeah, we'll take Tempest. Lantern for Strike. All of these kind of suck. We'll get rid of Tiny Mailbox. I haven't been playing my potions as much as I should anyway. Man, taking 4 HP at the start of each combat sucks. But I also don't want to lose 11 HP because that means going into this elite's gonna suck. And I do have Blood Vial, to be fair, so you know what? That's fine. That'll just offset Blood Vial. I'm just losing 2 HP. Cards. That doesn't work for me. The next power you play is played an additional time. I'm glad they buffed that because in the last game, it was the power you played this turn, and it wasn't very good. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go power strats. Any card that adds a copy that's upgraded is usually pretty damn good. But let's see that. Oh, it doesn't make it innate anymore. They nerfed it. Next power you play is played an additional time, 0 cost. Kind of like making that 0 cost. I kind of like making this 0 cost too, though it's one-time use. You know what? Making Plasma 1 cost is probably a really good one because that'll allow me to get more energy. Whenever you play a power or gain 1 card, well, guess what I do a lot of? Let's do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that, and then this is gonna be free. Wait, should I do that? Yeah, they're about to die anyway. And then we'll do that, and then we'll do that. What a first turn. And if we do this, I think they all just die. Yeah. Perfectly timed out. We'll head it with drawing 2 cards. Yeah, why not? Said I wasn't gonna add more cards to my deck, and I did the exact opposite. Classic Ron move. Alright. That worked out. Here you evoke lightning. Okay. And then we're gonna add more, do more damage. Player you play is playing additional time. Rachi, what's up? What you doing? I don't know if he was asleep. I wasn't paying attention. He just like got really scared for a second there and started clawing at me. I don't much like that. Dexterity gives me more from my frost, right? No, I don't think that's how it works. Should I use this? Yeah, it's worth it to not take as much damage. That's a curse, not a status. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Razor Tooth is really good. Another capacitor, don't mind if I do. We don't really have a whole lot of money. Hologram is really good though for my deck. Throw attack each turn, return it to your hand. Nah, I think we're going hologram. We're just gonna do that. There we go. Big ice deck. Oh, that's gonna give me a lot of... Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do that first. And then we do that. There we go. And you know what? We're gonna do it again. Nice. Look at all my orb slots. And I got 2 strength and dexterity in spite of it. Alright, we're gonna use that. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. So much block. Yeah, now we're playing defect. Yeah, we need a barrage. Well, I should be going for this guy, because I don't really do attacks. Shit. Well, it's too late now. Let's do... upgrade these. Adaptive Strike is probably the best one. Or I could do hologram into boot sequence, which would help. Well, let's see, that's 5, 10, and 13. That'll actually be better. Ah, 1 short. That's fine. I'll take less damage because the thorns will kill him. Yeah, that really sucks. I am definitely, definitely muddling my deck a little too much now to where I'm not getting good stuff starting out. And that queen is going to be a pain in the ass. Turbo or machine learning. Let's go turbo because I need more energy and more statuses. Yeah, this is going to suck going into the queen. Well, we can do that, we can do that, we can do that, and we can do that. We'll save genetic algorithm for when things get really dicey. Echo form. And you know what? We don't get max HP after this anyway, so it's good. Evoke lightning. Turbo! Hell yeah. Alright, that was a good first turn. We are gonna get Brightest Flame. And we're gonna use Capacitor. Actually, no, we're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna do Brightest Flame. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get some more powers, because why not? There we go. He's already lost a lot of damage too. Let's do 25 damage would be pretty good. I also don't have any block. Maybe Lightning Rod would be worth it. Capacitor would just give me more damage. I just have one of the storms. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just for a little more survival. Damn, all of it went away. Just fucking dead. Okay, we're gonna defragment. We're gonna pile driver. And then we're gonna make adaptive strike. Actually, I think we might buffer here. No, we're gonna fusion. We need energy. Wait, no, it's gonna spend the energy. I forgot. And the energy doesn't carry over to turn. Okay, that was a misplay. Whenever you create a status, draw a status. Like algorithm is gonna come and clutch there. Adaptive strike is free real estate. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. And she's just dead. Jeez, that was the best defect run I've had so far. Like, there was nothing that was gonna make that run bad with how much good shit I had in my deck. How do you keep coming back? Is this Neo's doing? Foolish. Zap. Alright. Elite Hunter killed 3 or more elites. 1 with a deck of 40 or more cards. Big deck energy, always my thing. I have the ADHD goblin where I see a card, I see shiny, and I have to take shiny. I can't leave shiny hanging. So I work with big decks. People think, oh yeah, this guy sucks at card games because he's not going with his small card decks. There are some bosses and elites and strats that actually hurt having small decks. Like, they'll force you to exhaust stuff, or, you know, things like that. Or if you have a lot of statuses in your deck, big deck is actually smarter because it keeps the statuses from being in your hand as often. So there is a lot of merit to big deck energy. I stand with big deck energy. I think small deck is just as viable, if not more viable, because yeah, you're making your own luck at that point. But what's the fun in a card game where you are not playing a card game, you know? Like, when I played Inscription, I did a lot more of that in Casey's mod because you kind of had to, right? Like, Casey's mod was legitimately just unfair for the sake of being unfair, and Leshy cheated harder than you did. So, like, save scumming and RNG manipulation and stuff in that game was different. You could still have a good deck and, you know, play card game, because you were forced into, like, taking the card rewards in Inscription. I think that's what the difference is. In this game, you're not forced to take the cards, which allows you to kind of game the system with smaller decks. There's also exploits you can do to remove your cards early on and stuff. I've seen how speedrunners do it. I personally don't like using exploits. Save scumming is where I draw the line, and that's only if like I knew that I could have played better in that round and I just misplayed and I want to like redo it to see if I can do better. But ultimately, you can save scum as much as you want. If you have a bad hand or a bad, you know, bad deck, you're just gonna lose every time. But sometimes I like to mulligan, especially if I'm streaming, so that you guys can see the what if and so that I can progress. Because if it's me losing to my own negligence on just one like card that I didn't play that caused the whole thing to like, you know, spiral, that is something I think I deserve to redo. And the game wouldn't allow you to do it if it was not something you should do. Like, they would actively patch out save scumming for that reason if it was something you shouldn't be allowed to do. Because, yeah, like I said, I think the thing about save scumming is that you're still given the same RNG. It doesn't just, like, randomize your hand every time you save scum. It's not a different outcome. Now, the more choices you make, yes, that can randomize it. Like, if you draw certain cards, then it will discard, and then it will shuffle in a different way. Like, that kind of stuff will affect outcomes with different save scum playthroughs. But ultimately, the RNG is the same at the start. So if you have a bad top deck that just causes you to lose immediately in a boss, you know, no amount of save scumming will save you from that. So save scumming essentially just lets you show yourself, okay, yes, I can beat this boss with what I'm given. I just played it wrong. And it's good for self-improvement. You just have to not be overly reliant on it and just use it anytime you lose. Use it when you know, like, oh yeah, I could have done this better. And then you go back and save scum, and then you do it better and you win. That's the time to use save scum, in my opinion. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Hang on a sec. Sending a message. Okay. I am gonna be right back, guys. I have pet paralysis, but I'm going to overcome it and get this guy off of me as much as I don't want to, because he's having a good time. You can't really see from this angle, but he's got a big old smile on his face. Very happy right now. But I am going to move him over to the chair because I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. Yeah. And this will give me an opportunity to let the ads roll, so. Be right back, guys. You know, get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, whatever. Nobody's actually watching except for lurkers right now, and I don't think Twitch counts lurkers anymore, which really sucks. Because it says I have 1 viewers, and I think that 1 viewers is me. But that's alright. If I did this for viewership, I would just never stream again and give up. But I like doing this for you guys. And also, there are people that watch it on the VODs, and you guys make my day. Oh, Ghosty, yeah, you're lurking in there. I appreciate you. Anyway, enjoy the commercial. Go up and do something else for a bit, for like 3 minutes. Yeah, I don't think the lurkers count toward viewers anymore. Like, I think if you, the way you can game the system is put me at like 1% volume. Like even 1% volume, I think still counts. But I could be wrong. They might have a script now that like checks to see if you're, you know, tabbed out. And if you're tabbed out, it might just outright not count you as a viewer anymore. That being said, I'd need to get, like, the number of viewers I'd need to get to level up in Twitch is insane. It's like, I need like 50 concurrent viewers or something like that, and at best I usually get like 10 if I'm streaming Soul Calibur. So that ain't ever happening unless I get like super viral and everybody just starts loving to watch Soul Calibur, which, unless a 7 comes out and it gets super popular, probably won't happen in my lifetime. And the way to level up on YouTube is also kind of absurd. I already have every benchmark except for the total viewership of videos. Even if I threw out a bunch of Undertale and Deltarune videos, which was getting me some views, I'd have to go viral basically to get what you need for the amount of views per year to start getting monetized on YouTube's. And then it'll be like I get pennies every video, and the pennies will get quickly removed as soon as YouTube algorithm detects something that's even remotely considered copyright. I once got copyright struck on a Soul Calibur video for Sung Mina's death cry. Like, literally, she just screamed, and it flagged that, and I looked at the timestamp that it flagged, and she was just screaming, and it's like, yeah, we picked up Sounds of Love by, like, Tyrone O'Neill or some shit like that. It's like, okay, I guess Sounds of Love is just some lady screaming, and it sounds eerily like Sung Mina for the AI to get confused. I miss when things weren't so heavily monetized and corporate and automated. I knew the moment that the algorithm on YouTube was going to get implemented that it was going to be really fucky and really bad, and that YouTube was just going to be so big at that point that they just didn't care to fix it, because what else are you going to use? Venmo or Vemu or Vio, whatever that one is. You know, you guys know the one I'm talking about. It's like a, you know, discount YouTube. Anyway, I've yapped enough. Let's get the commercials going. I'll be right back. All right, bud, you got to get up. Sorry. Okay, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Let's do another run. We got everybody to Ascension 4 now. Time for some tight belts. Necrobinder inflation. Look that up. Wait. If I put random at 6, it's just gonna pick Necrobinder always. So I have to turn it down to tight belt, and now it will randomize everybody. So if it randomizes Necrobinder, I'm just gonna restart. Okay, I guess we're going defect again. That's kind of boring, but sure. Wait, this is a new one, the Silver Crucible. The first 3 card rewards you see are upgraded. The first treasure chest. Oh no, I've seen this one before. Inflation R34 Necrobinder. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past people. Anything that is female will be sexualized. That's unfortunately the internet. It's awful and misogynistic, but that's how the world works. Even a fucking skeleton, I'm sure, is gonna get sexualized. I mean, we've seen it with Undertale, I'm sure. I wouldn't know. Actually, I would unfortunately know because I've seen memes of like Sans, and I pulled one up for one of my videos just to be silly. It was like very light Rule 34 of Sans, but it was just him with like bedroom eyes, and he's a fucking skeleton. It's like, why? Why are you people doing this? Y'all need Jesus. So let me up the game volume just slightly. I think it's kind of quiet because I had it down for another game. We could upgrade a card outright, or actually, I like this honestly. Getting no relic on the first chest sucks, but what upgraded cards means is I can potentially go for more elites, and that will allow me to not even need the chest because I'll get relics. Speaking of which, you know what? We're gonna go this route, hit a bonfire, and then we're gonna go elite, and then we can maybe go a second elite here. Or we can go that way. Split off that way. I think that is a good path. Well, that's not enough to kill. I like how even my orb slots are smaller. Alright, reduce this card's cost to 0. Ooh, we could get Smokestack. This one has been pretty good for me when I have, but I need something that does damage, and this is going to be good. We can go 0 cost strats this turn. This run. Okay, let's do, actually, we could just kill this one, though then I would be taking a little more damage. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be the least amount of damage here. I should have just killed that one outright, but that's okay. Now I'll do that. Beam Cell. Let's get a relic since we're missing. Although, we are hitting a shop right up here. Nah, let's add Clumsy. Alright, well, I guess we're doing 0 cost cards, so this works. We're getting Swole. Oops, all defends. When he's not attacking, that is my luck. Double energy, 0 cost, hell yeah. Alright, we got ourselves a deck. to an extent. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, choose a card from it to put in your hand. That's pretty fun. Honestly, if we're going mostly for zero cost stuff and attacks and stuff, this might actually be good to go for. Well, we could go for Tempest since it's on sale. You know what? Fewer orb slots means more spending anyway. And if I have a lot of zero costs, this is going to be more valuable. And so is this. So we're going to do that. We're going to do both of those. Remove a card and add Guilty. I mean, we could remove Clumsy and just replace that with that, and it'll get removed. You know what? That's actually a fair trade. It'll get removed. Do we want to get Swole? We have a Elite coming up. I'm just gonna heal. This guy. Ooh, hang on. We can do this. And then we can just do that. Nice. Your journey ends here. I think not, my friend. I think your journey ends here. You didn't even have a journey. You're just a statue. Let me put you out of your misery. Alright, we're gonna get a little block. Actually, hang on. Hang on a sec. We could do dual cast. And then we can just kill. Yeah. And we got old coin. Hell yeah. I like money. Boost away. Oof. Apparently they updated that to have more smoke. Very nice. Very nice touch. Lose all of your gold. No, thank you. I like max HP. You know what? I'm feeling confident. We're at full health. Uh, 4, 8, 12, 16. We're gonna do that. I'm fine taking 2 damage. Taking 3 damage from this is gonna suck. What do we got? Glacier. Yeah, make that free. I probably should have done that first. Yeah, Glacier was free. I probably should have done that first to get him. Oh well. Let's do this one. Nice, and the lightning hit him, which is what I was hoping for. Okay, this is less nice. Taking 6 damage. Ouchie. Sparkling Rouge is really good. 13 block, add 2 wounds to your discard pile or hologram. I like hologram with 0 cost stuff. And we can upgrade the holo, or we can get Swole. You know, I'm gonna get Swole. We're gonna prioritize that since it's, you know, 3 times. Yeah, for a guy like this, definitely. We're gonna do Momentum Strike. We're gonna do hologram. We're gonna do Momentum Strike. Oh, I probably should have bulked up first. Oops. That was a misplay. That was definitely a misplay. That was also a misplay. I should have played that first if I was gonna play it. Alright, that works. Hey, lasting candy. That's really good. 0 cost strats. I do like how much more they leaned in on every single strat being viable, and they also have like synergies, like cross hybrid synergies now. That is how you improve on an already good system. You just give more opportunities to make the system work. That being said, this turn's gonna suck a little bit. Unless we do that. And we're gonna hurt this guy. Nice. Promise you I am rarely this lucky. I am almost never this lucky. I don't want to jinx it. Let's go for the eyes just to complete the set. And this guy, honestly, could get swole. I could get swole on this guy because we have a decent damaging card, and more strength means plus feral combined with that. Feral momentum strike could actually go pretty hard and stuff. I kind of want to risk it and get swole, but I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. This guy kind of hurts and he just snowballs damage, so we're gonna play it safe. Let's see. There's no point in doing that. Not really good to do just enough to knock him down to 150, but that's alright. Yeah, let's do 10. Honestly, this does more. Well, this will do 16. That was bad order, but I don't care. It's negligible. See, that's what I'm talking about. I definitely could have gotten swole. I should have. Should have believed in myself. Deal 3 damage for each energy previously spent this turn. Ooh. Is 0 cost. First card, this one's also really good. Nah, we're going 0 costs. Helix Drill is not one I've tried. And now we can go for like more expensive stuff to kind of combat this, because I do have double energy. And I don't have anything really that costs money except for, or I mean costs energy except for this. Or broken, now use broken construct, manipulated. Deep. Architect fix you. Quadcast. Or 4 potion slots with random potions, or Glass Eye. I'm gonna go Glass Eye. Hot fix. Oh, another momentum strike. Pretty good. Yeah, let's do momentum strike. Let's see what we got here. Next power you play costs 0. Let's do skim. Do feral again. That's actually pretty funny. Super critical or reboot. Honestly, let's do that, and then we'll do gunk up. We'll start kind of leaning in on a couple more expensive cards. Some 0 costs, of course, And super critical, if I can get super critical, double energy and Tempest in the same turn, that'll be big. Alright, like I said before, I hate Act 2 elites. They fucking suck. Where's the shops? Honestly, we're doing good by this point. We can go that way. Hit an elite. And then we can hit the shop. And then hit another elite maybe, or... I'm not doing a lot of damage to multiple enemies, so that makes me kind of afraid of going into an elite, because it's going to be the fucking worms. It's always the worms. I think we'll go that path, yeah. I have a lot of gold. Previously spent this turn. Well... Momentum strike. It's a shame I can't get 2. What's he doing? 21? That really sucks, and I have no block. We're gonna do that. Damn. I definitely could have killed him. I definitely could have killed him if I just didn't focus on block. I wasn't paying attention. Whatever, it's fine. Like that one. I already have a lot of gold, man. Give me the key. Although that was a bad top deck, so this is gonna hurt. This is also going to hurt. I got no block. Okay, this is bad. Karma for trying to steal from this guy, I guess. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but the Lantern Key is insanely good. Now, that being said, can I survive? I don't really have the attack to... Now, is this... I can't remember. Is this multi-hit? Well, regardless, I can use this. Or I could use it on this. 6 damage 3 times. I could also just use it on a big card. Oh, it only increases it to 4. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this one. With how much it does, it's worth the HP. Boy, they're not giving me many defense. I know I don't have a whole lot of defense, but I have boost away. Where's boost away? I think that's gonna be an apparent problem, yeah. Okay, there's boost away. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get another boost away. Alright, we're gonna beam cell. We're gonna bulk up. I probably should have done that first. Okay, it does multi-hit. Would have been good to have, but that's alright. 2 block, nah. Another gunk up. I really need block cards. Which, I mean, Coolant would give me some block, but I only really have lightning. So no, I gotta focus on block. We are definitely not going this way. I cannot afford to kill anything. You know what? That's actually pretty good for my deck. Of course, it's an elite. I just die here. Yeah, this really sucks. I should not have stolen that key. That was my own hubris. Might as well since I die anyway. Yeah. I got greedy with that guy. I thought I could take him. I could have save scummed and chosen not to fight him, but meh. That's alright. Playing Defect was kind of twice in a row was kind of boring anyway. I always like the 2 random relics one, because, like, especially with how fucking hard they made elites in this game, getting relics is pretty uncommon compared to getting, like, other stuff. So, and we got Galactic Dust. That's really good. Meal Ticket's really good. So I guess we're going star builds. Now, the problem I have with star stuff in this game is it's way more contingent, I think, than any strat in the game to try and get the right cards, because I very often have it to where I'm trying to go for star strats and I only get stuff that spends stars for the entire playthrough. I don't get like a single card that gives stars, and you have to have both in your card rewards for it to really be viable, otherwise it's pretty bad. So yeah, that path is a no, although merchant would have been nice. I think this path is probably okay. And then we can skip the elite if we're not feeling it. And then there's the shop up there. Yeah, not a whole lot of elites this route, but you know, we got 2 relics to kind of offset that, so it's fine. 2 relics to make up for it. Those 2 additional, yeah, this one. Although this one is also just really, really good to have. You know, I'm gonna go for this because this is good with any strat. So if I have to fall back to a different strat, that one will be useful. We get to set it up for it. This. Nah. Be gone. Oh, guards. I love guards. Oh, but this one. I need this one. Because I don't know how many more star energy gains I'm going to get. But this one. This one, I love guards. This one is really good for survival. Yeah, we're gonna get guards. Don't mind if I do. Guards! Getting that guard there would have been huge. Kingly Kick. Deal 27 damage whenever you draw this card, reduce its cost by 1. Or Cloak of Stars. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your draw pile. This is a good way to get damage. I also like the art on it. Yeah, it's just unusable for the first hand is the only problem. for the first, like, you know, draw. This synergizes more with this, though. But I don't have any, like, source of damage right now, so this is gonna help with elites. Speaking of elites, these guys are, like, kind of mini elites. They're tougher than your average enemy. I have the lethal on that guy. Yeah, let's do that. Even though I'm taking 8 damage, it's fine. We could just murder this guy outright, but can also just block all the stuff they do and get energy. Get stars. Yeah, I'm just gonna block all that they do. Well, oh, it gives me less. Okay, yeah, I forgot I was debuffed. Oops. I definitely should have, Oh wait, King Kick is cheaper now. But unfortunately I can't play it, and I drew it again. Let's see, they're doing 18, that sucks. Yeah, that was a misplay. I definitely should have gone for Kingly Kick. I would have taken less damage. Well, that's not true. I would have taken 10. And this guy's buffing himself. I should have gone for this guy first. Well, now I can. Gamba Blast. That's a pretty good one, except it costs a lot. I could also get another Kingly Kick. This would be good for milling out for more Kingly Kick. But 2 cost kind of sucks. It does give me another energy faster, though. And I can just start getting more energy. I don't have a lot of... I don't have anything that gives me stars. Like I said, right now I'm only getting stuff that costs stars. And I kind of don't want to grab stuff that costs stars until I get stuff that gets stars. Plus I already have something that applies weak and vulnerable. I think I'm gonna get Prophesize. What does it do? What does upgrading it do? 9 cards. Well, Moon, that'll mill my deck out really fast for Kingly Kick. Or I do 35 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for the elites. I think that makes more sense. What's this guy? This is like the best case scenario. Okay, good. I drew Kingly Kick. So now we mill our deck out more. And now Kingly Kick only costs 2 because we milled it twice. Or, well, technically it's the first time you draw it, it reduces its cost, so yeah. And that card that draws cards, it doesn't exhaust, so I understand why it's 2 cost. Let's do that. We're gonna transform all 3 of these. And just get them back into my deck for later. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna do this now, though. As much as it sucks taking that much damage, it'll be worth it in the long run, I'm sure. All right. Wow, 1 minion sacrifice. You can at least do Venerate to like weaken one of them, and then that won't kill. Should just block. Well, hang on. 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, that's 26. Yeah, we need to block. Now I'm only taking 2 damage. Are you fucking serious? Okay, well, this might be a GG. I mean, I know they're throwing a lot of inflation in my deck, but I mean infection, not inflation. Okay, we're gonna kill this one. He's stinky. We're gonna kill that one. I bottom decked Kingly Kick. And I top decked it this time. Alright. That was kind of, I shouldn't have spent the energy on that early, but wow! I'm dead. Okay. Alright, well, if they want to give me all my infections, then, you know, that's just game. I mean, yes, I could have done some things to prevent that from happening. I could have just focused on offense instead of trying to set up and block. And I could have been focusing on the ones that were spamming the infections rather than the ones that were damaging me. That probably would have done less damage to me in the long run. Yeah, those guys get out of hand really fast if you have a small deck, which I kind of did at that point. Alright, we're gonna do a run with the Silent. I like Stone Humidifier, especially with a character that's squishy. Which, she's not really that squishy if you set up with her right, but she can very easily be squishy. And most of what my decks end up being is like glass cannon builds. Okay, where are the merchants? We got one there, but it would lock me into an elite. And then we got one way late. I kind of like here, because then we have options. We can hit a shop early, which kind of sucks, but especially with tight belt now. But that's fine. This card will be an investment. But it's uncommon, and I like uncommon cards. It's shiny. It's shinier. It's blue. I like the color blue. That being said, Sucker Punch is a fair amount of damage and kind of helps with weak. Poison Stab is also just really good for starting to rack up poison. I feel like poison is not inherently as good in this game. They made shivs way stronger, and they'll probably dial that back in later patches. But for now, shivs are the better strat than poison. Poison is only really good when you're running shivs with Envenom. Like, from my experience, that's when poison really shines. This would just be a liability early on. You know what? For survivability, I'm gonna go Sucker Punch. A little more damage than normal. That is 10 damage. So I could potentially get 3 strikes. It's like a 50-50 chance for me to get 3 strikes here. Because that's how odds totally work, but I'm gonna go for it. Just knowing my luck. Oh, well, I could have done that. Could have banked on it. But I don't like banking on stuff like that. Because when I bank on it, it very rarely works. Best to keep your expectations low when it comes to luck. Especially with me. This, again, would be an investment. This, honestly, there is merit to just having this because it synergizes with a lot of stuff. Like, if you get the thing that makes skills, your next skill costs 0, this is really good. This is just a good source of damage, even if it is 2 cost. Like, even if you can't discard it, it's pretty good. And you can buff it up. This, I would need shivs for, and that would be an investment. And knowing me, if I get this, I'm never going to find shivs again. I think we're going to go Ricochet. Oh, there's Haze again. Well, you know what? We can do that. We can do that. I guess we're starting with discard strats. There are no shop. Well, there is a shop up there later if I wanted. Yeah, we hit an early shop. So we could accumulate some money to get up there, but then we wouldn't have any elites. We'll see how I'm doing by that point. This is such a terrible relic. It really is. By the time you beat 5 elites, you're pretty much already almost at the end of Act 3. Unless you have a really good run, and by that point, 3 strength isn't really going to do you much good in that run. Unless I'm running like pure Shiv deck, where strength is really important. Or multi-hits. Like strength would be really good on Ricochet, right? Whatever, we'll go for it. They really need to change this relic, in my opinion. Like, make it 3 elites. 3 elites for 3 strength is a fair trade, in my opinion. And you get it within, like, you could get it within the first act. You could get it within 2x. It'll actually be useful then. 5 elites is, like, generally, especially with random map generation, you can often find no elites in a run. You know, no elites without, like, dying. So, yeah, this thing needs some tuning, for sure. Or make it, like, 3 strength and 3 dexterity. Or make it actually give you a sword card or something that's, like, a really good attack. Like, that's what makes more sense, right? Like, having a sword means you would get, like, a sword to attack with. Maybe that would be really cool and would make it more worth to get, more hype and everything. Like, I feel like the expectations were too high for this. It says it's a powerful relic. Not really that powerful. Yeah, we'll do this one. Nice. Well, we do have some poison, but I have to discard it for it to be worth it. Flesh hits, it's pretty good, especially if I get strength. And I do have a couple extra skills. Let me see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skills versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm 50-50 on skills and attacks right now. So flesh hits wouldn't be amazing right now. I think with weak, anticipate will probably be better, honestly. Although, knowing my luck, I often get anticipate without stuff, but, I mean, hey, right now it worked. Okay, now I can only play 1 skill at a time. Do that. We're gonna do that. Just to take it out. Oh, that sucks. I have to use both of these to avoid taking damage from these guys. I'm just gonna throw a weak potion on him. Take a little less damage. Alright, we have the lethal. Could get another ricochet. Or a flick flack. I'm gonna get flick flack. This is a fun word, but also it's pretty good for crowd control, which I don't have a ton of in my deck right now. I have a little bit. Like, Haze would be good for these guys. Ricochet might also be good, assuming it hits, you know, 1 thing for 12 damage. I'm gonna do this, though. 8, 16 plus 4. Oh, wait, no, these are 9. 9, 18 plus 4 will be just enough to kill him. I'm gonna do that. I think one rookie mistake a lot of people make, that I see a lot whenever I watch like other people play this game, is they are way too... They hoard their potions, right? It's like... And I get it, because like in games where you have like a one-use thing, like for instance in Pokemon with ethers, I never use my ethers ever because they're so limited. But potions are not limited in this game. You get a potion like every couple of combats. I sometimes will even get like one potion in 3 combats in a row. Like, definitely worth, let's see, 6, yeah, he's dead. It's definitely worth spending if it's gonna like keep you from taking a lot of damage that turn. Backstab, can't go wrong with backstab. This, I have not, like this card, you have to have so much poison for this card to be worth it. It is not worth it in any poison deck I've ever had. It is bad. It needs to be 0 cost from the get-go, and then maybe like gain block equal to like double poison on all enemies when it's upgraded. Like that would be really good for an uncommon. This should just be a common card, honestly. If this was a common card, I'd understand, but the fact that it's uncommon, and you, like on average, you get very little block for this, in my opinion. This is only really good like super late game with like really high poison scaling, with like Envenom or something. Wow, 2 strikes. Ignore the fact that I have all these other attacks here that could have been upgraded. Do we want... this locks me into 2 elites. I don't much like that. Although, my deck isn't bad. I mean, what are the elites here, right? They're the Burb. The Burb and the Statue and the gross, icky things. I do have decent damage that could like knock them out pretty fast. Let's do that. And yeah, we're already locked in, so we're just gonna ball. Oh right, it's these things. I forgot. We're in the ocean. Do that. We can do that. Yeah, we can't kill anything, unfortunately. But we can at least do a lot of damage. We'll take 7 this turn, that's fine. Could use Haze, but that would... yeah, I'm not gonna use Haze. We're gonna use Sucker Punch on this one. Quick fleck on everybody. We're gonna weaken him. We're just gonna kill that one and take 6 damage. You gotta be kind of scrappy for these fights. Nice. Yeah, this will honestly be good for my Sword in the Stone anyway. Do I want to start leaning in on Shivs? Kind of do. Shivs are really good. Shame I couldn't get this after getting this. Although dodge and roll is also really good for like weak strats and stuff. And anticipate would make this also better. I'm already doing like I'm doing kind of a little bit of poison. I'm doing weak strats and I'm doing discard strats. So adding shivs to the mix might muddle it a little too much, unless I get the one that like discards and adds shivs. We're gonna do dodge and roll. It's a safer choice. I have more attacks than defends right now anyway. Let's do that. Get rid of his stuff. I also have Orichalcum I have to remember. I don't want to take any block here. See, this gives me 6 block next turn now instead of... So it stacks with dexterity, which is nice. Alright. This is a good round. After image! Alright, you know what? We're not playing low costs, but maybe now we should play a little more low costs. I want to kill this guy as soon as possible. You know what, we're gonna take that. I wanted to save that for the elite, but that's alright. Alright, he's dead at the end of the turn. And this guy's dead. He's not dead at the end of the turn, he's dead at the now of the turn. We're doing discard strats. Calculated gamble's good. I saw that they nerfed draw strats too, which kind of sucks. I feel like draw strats weren't inherently good unless you really had shit going for you. I don't really want to take any damage here. Let's do that. And we'll take 1 damage. This guy really is annoying. His threshold for taking damage is so small. And with poison, I think it adds to that. Yeah. That's fine. I got good block in this deck now, so... Yeah. Did he? Oh no, he didn't gain health, but his poison still wore off, even though it didn't hurt him. Wow, he is... This is why I hate this guy. He's 2 HP away from dying, but I can't kill him this turn. Just have to wait for the next turn to do it. Wow, no slice. Alright. We can't kill him this turn either. And now he doesn't have block. Okay, even though this thing kind of sucks, going into draw strats, since I have calculated gamble, we can start maybe getting some draws, especially with like some of these 0 costs and stuff, and acrobatics. I think Speedster makes sense here. It's still damage, you know? Any damage is damage, and it's just passive damage, which is what you want to get. Alright, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, I'm gonna throw some of that on him, and we'll set up with that. And we'll add some shivs, why not? This guy sucks if you can't deal with him fast. Fortunately, I have some good, you know. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, the after image makes Orichalcum bad. Forgot. Use a grass type move, it's rock water type. What's up, Demon King? Yeah, it's rock water and grass would be 4 times effective. And unfortunately, my character is dark steel. So, you know, can't really do that. Or no, mine is fighting type. Fighting steel, maybe. That makes more sense. Which steel fighting is also a really good type. Fighting is super effective on rock, so you know, we got that going for us at least. All the block. And watch me get none of the block on a turn when he's using the Steam Eruption. When he's finna bust. Wow, speaking of no block. I'm not doing enough damage to be able to really, like, knock this guy out in time. He is gonna do so much damage to me and I'm gonna die unless I get, like, the right stuff. Okay, he needs to die, like, now. I'm gonna throw this on him. I need to get his damage down fast. 18. Now we're gonna weaken him because I didn't get no block this turn. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Okay. I don't have very many blocks. I am most likely gonna die unless I can weaken him and... Well, we can weaken him. Okay, thank goodness. I'm barely surviving this. 11 health. Phew. Shadow Meld is gonna be really good with my big block. Burst is just good utility, though. Burst would be really good with, like, acrobatics or calculated gamble, because it would, like, mill out my sly stuff. It would also be good with anticipate. Shadow Meld would just be good for defense, but this would be, I think, kind of the way to go. Although this actually stacks with my after image as well. I think I'm going to go Shadow Meld for survivability to scale some defense, and then we can focus more on attack. Ooh, we can now get colorless or different cards. Or we can do Ring of the Drake. Start of your first 3 turns, draw 2 additional cards. That got nerfed. It used to be at the start of every turn, gain 1 additional card. I like that better than first 3 turns. I like energy. We also have, granted now it's going to be harder to get discard strats. But we could potentially get some good 0-cost cards from other decks. That'll be beneficial. Let's see. Nice. What's up, Slipstream? How you doing? Also, fun fact, I can't see for some reason whenever you guys redeem your points, your channel points. If I'm on multi-stream, I can't see that. So, like, let me know if you guys redeem something. If you redeem points, so that I can see it. I probably should get a bot that just relays that. I need to figure out how to do that so that I can see it. I really hate Act 2 elites. I cannot stress that enough at how fucking awful Act 2 elites are. But we also need to get this thing up. If we go that route, we don't have a merchant. It's the only problem. Could do this. And then get this guy. His vagina lips. Yeah, I think that's a good strat. And we can always deviate a little bit if we need to. Alright, double block is already coming in handy. Which I had a feeling of. Let's do that, and then we'll do that. Do some damage. Nice. Ron house tour win. I mean, you can see it behind me. It's not really a house. I mean, it sort of is. It's an apartment, but like it's big. It's a big apartment. It's a 2-bedroom. See, this is... This one would be good for my deck. I could do this and then like throw throw Shadow Meld back on my deck, or Acrobatics or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Okay, that's a lot of calculated gamble. And it worked out. Alright, we're gonna after image. Hang on. No, we don't have anything to discard that does stuff. And we don't have any 0 costs that I can pull out. Oh, but it puts it on top of my draw pile. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. Because multi-hits on this guy when he's flying is gonna knock him down really fast. And it's just gonna knock him down immediately. Nice. No Sly. Unfortunate. That's okay. We'll kill him. He's trying to steal my haze. My purple haze. Got up in his mind. Okay, Anger is gonna be really good with this deck, I think. This card doesn't even work if I don't have an Asti. I could also start throwing Doom on things just for the funnies. Like Poison and Doom would actually go kind of hard, especially with how much defense I have. I could start going Doom. But Anger would be really good with this deck, since I gain block every time I play a card. I'm gonna go Anger. We're Angy now. Fuck you, babies. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. As much as I'd like to play Ricochet here, I need to block this. Let's do that. Mean. Well, these guys are trying to murder me, so I think it's fair game. Is that gonna kill? No, it will not. I probably should have used Haze. Oh well. I can't kill any of these guys either. But that's fine, I'll kill this thing right now. Only taking 4 damage. I Okay, I just wanted to see if you would murder him first. Gain 13 block, forge 10. Every 3 times you apply poison. I don't really... I have 1 card that plays poison. Whenever you gain block this turn, yes, please. I literally gain block from everything I do. That's actually big. Let's weaken this guy. We're gonna do that. We're gonna hurt him. We're gonna do that. Wait, do I have anything that slides? I have poison. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna speedster. So I want to block this. You are trespassing? I mean, they could just be nice though. Like, you know? They don't have to be dicks about it. They could just let me trespass in peace. I'm not hurting anybody unless they hurt me. Alright, we're gonna deal 5 damage to this enemy. Actually, we should probably do 5 damage to this enemy. Let's do Tools of the Trade. That thing is hurting a lot. I don't much like that. I can't kill either of these this turn, which really sucks. This will make him do 3 times 2. This will make him do... 5 less damage, so that's better. We're just gonna go for the kill. Yeah. And then we can do that. And he's dead. Wait. Huh? I have to kill all of them. Okay, these guys don't count as minions. Interesting. I've never killed them first. Yeah, you know what? A speedster. More damage for drawing. I need to get the clipper thingies. Can we weaken him? Yeah, we can. We can also do acrobatics. Acrobatics is usually a good card to get with this. Mills my deck out and lets me do more of this. Nice. We could start throwing Doom, but again, that's gonna be like spreading out my skill set a little too thin. That being said, Doom with block is a pretty good combo, and it's a good like scaling thing. If I can get that, and then like a passive that applies Doom or something, or like the one that applies Doom for every card I play would be super good. Could also invest in Sovereign Blade. Start forging. This gives block, which is really good. I feel like I'm going big block deck here. I have a lot of block. I don't have as much attack. I guess anger allows me to kind of build more into block because I'll get more anger. You know what? We'll go forge. Ooh, let's... Is this enchanted? It is not. We're gonna enchant that with that, so now it does 25 damage. Big gains. That's good. Like me some candelabra. Alright, now I'm feeling a little more confident going into this fight. And it's a centipede, of course. But we'll get it out of the way. Speedster on turn 1 is pretty good. We're We're gonna backstab this one. We're gonna be angry on this one. Okay, that's all I can play this turn. These guys fucking suck. They just always do damage to you, and one of them debuffs you, and one of them buffs themselves. It's just never a fun time. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can do that. Oh, I guess I didn't gain any block. That really sucks. Okay, well, I should have just focused on block then. I shouldn't have used calculated gamble. I thought I was actually going to get some good stuff. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. And we'll do that. No, this is gonna hurt. Okay. Anticipate, acrobatics. Okay, well that one's dead. We're gonna weaken that one too. Kinda sucks. Let's see, they're gonna do 17. Yeah, I'm better off going for that. This one's gonna resurrect next turn. Alright, Shadow Meld. Sovereign Blade can do 15 damage to something. I can't kill the other one is the problem. But I can prevent myself from taking... I guess I can just do that. Yeah. Best to save it for when it's actually the finishing blow. I can do it this next turn, maybe. We're gonna put Anger on top. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Because he's the one debuffing me. I don't like debuffs. And now we can... I got no block. We're gonna do Sucker Punch. Sucks a little bit. That one's coming back. Yeah, we really have to work hard on this to offset it. We're gonna do that. And that one's coming back. Yeah, this is just gonna keep being a chain of not able to kill him now. Let's do that. Okay, I probably should have done that one first. Damn it, I can't kill them. I mean, I'm not taking damage, thankfully, but... Like, die already. Okay, we're gonna do that. There we go. Fucking finally, man. I need someone to enchant me, Ron. Can't help you with that, sorry. Good luck. Vulnerable would be pretty nice, but be a bit of a thing. I'm not gonna take any of these cards. This is probably a mistake going this way. Because, like I said, elites are fucking hard. But we got the hardest elite out of the way, so I'm not as afraid. Okay, he's doing 7, 14, 21, and he's doing significantly less now. I could bring Shadow Meld back on the deck, because this guy really hurts. Yeah, we're going to put Shadow Meld back on. We're gonna do... Nah, we're not gonna waste it. We're not gonna get rid of my Sovereign Blade. My blade has been struck by lightning 15 times. A statistical impossibility. Seven, 14, 21, 28. That's a lot of damage. Shit. This is gonna throw in a lot of dazed in my deck. I'm just gonna do this one. Although the shivs would have given me more block. That would have been the only reason to have that. Wow, no block. Oops, all dazed. Okay, whatever, fuck it. Gonna almost kill him anyway. Look at all these fucking dazed! Yeah, I'm gonna die because I'm not gonna get any dazed. I'm gonna get all dazed, yeah. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I am literally 1 HP away from murdering this guy. And my whole deck is dazed. I'm gonna save scum. Fuck that shit. I was really hoping I was gonna do it, but I didn't do the math properly, and it was just enough for me to die. Okay, we're gonna actually throw that in there. So we can make this stronger. I think that's the play. Because the fewer hits I do on him, the better. Because now we can play this. And I think... Ah, man, if I keep going with the attacks, then yeah, he's gonna throw a bunch of days in my deck. Then 14, 21, 28. All right. Now we play this. Yeah. This is so dumb. I think I'm gonna have the same problem. Okay, well, he's just buffing this turn, so that's okay. I'm at least gonna survive this turn. It's gonna do 25 damage. So he's dead. Alright, cool. That worked out. Meteor Strike. I don't have the energy for that. If I did, that would be sick. Or if I could make it 0 cost. If I had, like, the Scarf that made my 5th played card 0 cost, I would 100% invest in that. But I don't, so we're going Sly. Alright, let's do... These guys are gonna die fast. I meant to play that card, but that's fine. Five damage. There we go. I don't have after image on. I either do survivor and kill him, or I do an attack and kill him. I'm just gonna do an attack and kill him. Wow, both speedsters. I should have the lethal here, yeah. Wisp is good. Free real estate. Expose, also very good. Infinite blades, also very good. We have a lot of stuff to work with here. I could just add a fuck ton of stuff into my deck. If I really wanted to. This one would be really good too as a contingency plan since I discard so many cards. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Okay. It may not look like I have a ton of health, but this is about what my max HP was when I started. So. Okay, we're gonna do that. Honestly, this with how many cards I draw might be worth it. I'm gonna block, or no, I have block already. Yeah, we're gonna set up for draw strats. While having a Shiv is nice to like focus on something, this is fine too. We can throw it on the deck now. Yeah, there we go. That's optimal. Now we can get the Orichalcum that turn. Now we have a lot of stuff that'll benefit getting block. Still hurts, but not as bad. Alright, let's expose this one. We're gonna get rid of... I get like no block this turn. But we get block from that, and it damages that guy, which this guy needs to die first. He's the powerhouse. He has the rocket punch. Alright, that's good. We're gonna weaken him. We're gonna just focus on him so that he... Because the way these guys work is whichever one you're facing does 50% more damage. Or does 50% more damage when you're not facing him. So whichever one's doing the more damage in the turn, you want to face them. So you're taking less damage. There was a elite in Act 4 that was just like this in Slay the Spire 1. Yeah, we got big block deck. Pretty nice. Honestly, a pretty good deck we got built here. Not perfect, but... let's do that. Oh, this guy's gonna hurt. Let's have... Let's put Shadow Meld over there, because even if I don't get any cards that defend, Shadow Meld will double my block. There we go. Yeah, that helps a lot with that thing. I'm almost, he's almost dead. We can use Restlessness. Of course, he has so much block this turn that I'm really just trying to get myself blocked so I don't die. Uh, 13 block, Forge 10. Anger, anger, anger. So angry. I might die. Yeah, this is probably gonna kill me. Hang on. Hang on, we're gaming. Okay, yeah, I'm still alive. I really have to get something good this next round. Wait. Okay, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Evoke all my orbs. Wow. No, we're gonna win Adrenaline. Adrenaline's a no-brainer here. All right, give me something good. Apotheosis or Signet Ring. Or this and Shuffled Dazed. I already have energy. Apotheosis is just amazing. It just makes every single one of my cards amazing. Like Signet Ring, yeah, I could add more shit to my deck. I could get more relics and stuff. Or I could just make what I already have, like, twice as good. I think Apoth is a no-brainer. Like, it's just a run. It's just a successful run. Now we just need to kill one more elite. I think we could get an easy ride here. And then go up to this elite. And then we could probably just do that. Queen sucks though, and so do elites. But I think that's good. And then we can get that 3 strength that's not really that good this late into the game. Yeah, let's do that. And we're gonna attack the one that's buffing. Murder this guy. Boy, if I had the thing that gave me stuff for drawing. There it is. Alright, now check this out. Not as good as it used to be, but it's still decent. Oh yeah, upgraded Shadow Meld is free. That's really good. Yeah, see? Apotheosis just makes things a million times better. Nah, I don't need any of these. I already pretty much have a super good deck. Yeah, that'll kill him. And this retains when it's upgraded. Very nice. High 5. This one's actually really, really good to have. High 5 would also have been really good. Attack with Corrupted. Don't tempt me with a good time. Losing 1 HP at the start of, or 2 HP at the start of every combat would be kind of crazy though. Also, losing 2 HP every time I play Anger, that would be extra anger. I think this one makes sense to upgrade with Corrupt. Are there any shops? Not if I go this route. We're still gonna get it because it can be useful in combat. We're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Big block deck. Strike would have been more optimal by 1 damage, but it's not a big deal, it's just 1 damage. Get that out of here. Ow, 1 HP. It hurts. Bam! First time you play a 0 attack each turn. Won't mind if I do. I have a lot of those. Yeah, with how much block we get, Okay, Strike Dummy kind of sucks. I'd rather have Anchor, but I mean, getting an additional power, that's really all I would need to add to my deck. Oh, the Spikes is big. Spikes is huge. I probably could have gone this way, honestly. I should have to get that shop. Oh well. We're gonna just rest and play it safe and get 100 HP. Get rid of that. I don't much like that. Okay, that didn't really work out for me. Can you not? I literally have no slots for this. That's fine. I'm blocking it. I'm just gonna do that to get one extra block. He hurt. Let's get acrobatics. I probably should have spent one of these. Oh well. No block, you say? Damn it, I'm one energy short. Get rid of these burns. Oh, we got more burns. Cool. That's fine. And we got the sword. Yay. First time you getting blocked double that amount? Say less. That works. Oh, these chuckle fucks. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna Apoth. We're gonna Speedster. We're gonna backstab this guy because I don't like him. We're gonna expose him. We're gonna get that. There we go. We already get so much fucking block from this. Look at this, 76 block. Insane. 104 block. Yeah, we're just gonna murder that guy. Yeah, we have reached critical mass. Rage would be really good. Yeah. It barely apply poison. Another Shadow Meld would be pretty fun. Although my one worry is that I'm not gonna get like I'm gonna get 2 Shadow Melds in my hand, and I'm not gonna have any block. But it does double my my block from the other stuff, so it's just a good card to have. More damage from drawing too is good. And oh wait, I forgot this is a shop. What the fuck am I doing? I wasn't expecting a shop. Pen Nib, hell yeah. And we'll get Leg Sweep. And we're gonna top ourselves off at 110 HP. If I lose this run, it's just a testament to how bullshit this queen is. Card in my draw pile to add to my hand. Let's add Adrenaline. Big block deck. I don't care if I'm yours. Oh, this one's chained, huh? Let's see. We'll do that, and we'll bring. I think we'll bring. How much health does he have? 53. Bring this back. Okay, well that sucked a little bit. Just gonna do that to not take as much damage. Every little bit counts. Okay, get that weak on her. Going in the next round. Let's do that. The block doesn't even matter at this point. Let's do acrobatics. I'm never gonna get to play this card. Well, maybe not. Never say never. Oh no, I don't have any way to discard. If I get another way to discard, then I can do that. Oh, I should have. I wasn't paying attention to Pen Nib. I forgot I even had Pen Nib. We're just gonna use it. She's dead anyway. We got this. This was a really good run. Like I keep having like the best runs I've ever had on stream this day. This is a lucky day. Maybe I should go gambling. I should go to the casino. I'm never this lucky ever. Not even an introduction. No. Stab you real good. 2168. And we got Ascension 5. Alright. Well, this has been a good run. I want to end out on a high note. I don't want to end out on a debilitating loss, which I know, given my luck, it's going to turn around. So we're going to stop there. That was a lot of really good runs back to back. I mean, we had like 1 or 2 bad runs in between, but we won't talk about those. Focus on the positives, something I rarely do, that I need to do more of. I really wish I could set my name, like a nickname for online and stuff. That would be nice. So I can be Ron the Silent again, or Ron the Defect, Ron the Necrobinder. But unfortunately, they don't allow that yet. Maybe they'll never allow it. It just says profile 1, 2, and 3. You should be able to name it. Oh well. GG's. Thanks guys for watching. Let's find somebody to raid here, since we got a few of you straggling on. And yeah, if y'all want to support me, be sure to follow. You get some free emotes for that are follower only. You get some lurker points as a bonus, I think, for your follow. Subscribe, you get more bonus lurker points. Make me do stupid stuff on stream. You get more emotes that way too. You also give me a little bit of money, which is nice. I think I get like 55%, a 55% cut of every subscription, which isn't great, like, but it's better than what like most corporate business models are. Most corporate business models are that you get like a 0.000000001% cut of, you know, profits made. So 50-50 is pretty good. I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, let me raid somebody here. Nobody is streaming anything that I want to raid. Except for this guy is streaming Soul Calibur 6. Let's raid one of the... Let's raid one of the, lower people here. Oh, I know this guy. He's a Voldo player. You know what? Shoutouts to all the people still playing Voldo in 2026. Y'all are the real MVPs. And we're gonna raid this guy. So enjoy some high quality Voldo online play on Soul Calibur 6 with Carl34. I used to run into that guy in ranked once in a while. I don't think he ever beat me once because, yeah, I know the Voldo matchup like the back of my hand. Although it is really janky for Zos, but anyway, enjoy guys. See you later. Get out of here. Go. You're no longer wanted here. And everybody on YouTube who is still watching after I have raided, leave a comment or like or subscribe if you, you know, if you like my stuff, so that I know that I'm not just like screaming into the void. Would be much appreciated.